Yo, what's up, everybody? TreyTD23 back with another video. Going to be doing some NBA talking right now. Going to be talking about the games that happened last night, and then my predictions for the games tonight. And then tomorrow, I'm going to be talking about the games that happened today, and I'm going to be giving my predictions about the games that happened tomorrow, or the day of me making this video. So last night we had we had some interesting games. We had the Miami Heat versus the Atlanta Hawks, the Grizzlies versus the Timberwolves, and we had the Pelicans versus the Phoenix Suns. Now, the first game of the day was the Heat and the Atlanta Hawks, and I'm going to be honest, Jimmy Butler just gave them the work. He dropped 45. He had 45, 5, 5, 2 on 15 of 20 shooting, 4 of 7 from 3. Tyler Hero gave you 15, 4 of 11, so he wasn't too bad. Kyle Lowry gave you 9, 3, and 2. Max Struss gave you 14, so it was pretty much the Jimmy Butler show, and Trae Young gave you a solid 25, 6, and 7. Shot 50%, 2 of 10 from 3, which is the only bad part about last night's game for Trae Young. I was expecting Trae Young to maybe do a little bit more on the offensive side, even though he already did a lot, 25, 6, and 6, or 25, 6, and 7. I was expecting him to drop at least 30 points, but it's all good. It's Trae Young. But it's the defense for the Miami Heat, bro. They got Kyle Lowry. They got Victor Oladipo hasn't even played, and he's an all defensive type player. They got Jimmy Butler, PJ Tucker, Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero's not a slouch on the defensive side. He's not the elite defender, but he'll stay in front of some. I think he's a good team defender. Duncan Robinson's a decent defender. They got Bam Adebayo. I don't know if I said that. They got Dwayne Dedmon. So Markieff Morris. So they don't have too bad of defenders. I like that about this Miami Heat team. I'm gonna turn it down. It might be too loud. Is that better? Might be better. But yeah, I mean, the Miami Heat, I don't expect the Atlanta Hawks to really be able to do a lot on the offensive side of the basketball. For the Memphis Grizzlies last night, I didn't even look at the box score. I watched the entire game, and the game was so good. Steven Adams played 2 minutes. It just shows that Taylor Jenkins and the Memphis Grizzlies are making adjustments. Because in Game 1, I want to look at the stats from Game 1. I think it was Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. Steven Adams played 24 minutes and didn't do a damn thing. He had 4 fouls, negative 13 when he was on the court. Jaren Jackson Jr., John Morant, and Dylan Brooks were all negative 14, negative 15, negative 16. But Steven Adams probably played most of those minutes. They found out early. They found out what the Timberwolves' strategy was, and that was to literally attack Steven Adams. Even though Steven Adams isn't a bad NBA player, he's not a bad player for the Memphis Grizzlies. But against a Timberwolves team like that, you can just run pick and rolls with Anthony Edwards, D'Angelo Russell, and to get Steven Adams on them. And he's not really a great perimeter defender. If he was strictly guarding Karl Anthony Towns, I think he'd do good. But they have Karl Anthony Towns and like Jaren Jackson. So I don't know. But yeah, I mean, Steven Adams doesn't really do anything on the offensive side in this series. And then the final game from last night, that was a big blow for the Phoenix Suns. Devin Booker had 31 points in 24 minutes, 7 for 11 from 3, 12 of 19 from the field, and he goes out mid-third quarter with a hamstring injury and is out for possibly games 3 and 4, which are big, bro. They are big. Brandon Ingram came out, had 37, 11, and 9. He had near triple-double and played great in that fourth quarter to close out that game. CJ McCollum, 23, 8, and 9. Again, he struggled throughout the entire game, but he came down the stretch, and he was very big for them. He had 3 turnovers. They're going to have turnovers. But yeah, the New Orleans Pelicans just played really good, bro. They just played really good basketball. Brandon Ingram, CJ McCollum. Chris Paul really couldn't do anything this game, which I think was a big blow for them. But Chris Paul, he had 17 and 14. DeAndre Ayton wasn't the effective guy that I thought he was going to be during the playoffs. Because I don't think Game 1 he really did a lot. I bet on him leading the game in scoring because I thought DeAndre Ayton, he'll lead a game in scoring because he needs to be dominant like that for them to really be able to win basketball games. But yeah, I'm not worried about the Phoenix Suns, to be honest. So yeah, so tonight's games is gonna be Brooklyn versus the Boston Celtics. Now I think game 1 on Sunday it was a really good game. This might be too loud still. I gotta keep switching it. Is that better? That better? I gotta keep switching it when I go to this mic, and then when I go to my mic when I'm making the Poto videos and everything like that. Because I found out that it'd be cool to just have a mic really close to my face, so I'm a little bit louder for you guys instead of me being back here talking and the mic's right here. I got a mic right here, right in my face. Eventually, I'm gonna try to get a better quality camera. It should come, and hopefully, eventually, I can get a better chair that doesn't squeak, because I know it probably gets annoying when I'm making videos when you guys just straight here squeaking. When I'm moving around and everything, and when I'm just trying to sit still, it still squeaks a little bit. I'm gonna try to get a better chair so it's not squeaking. I'm gonna try to get a better quality camera eventually. But Brooklyn Nets versus Boston Celtics. This is a series that I have going 7 games. I got Brooklyn winning just because they have the best 2 players in the series, and I think they're gonna come out. Kyrie's gonna go crazy. Kevin Durant's gonna play better than last night. Ben Simmons could possibly come back for Game 4 in Brooklyn. That's gonna be a big boost for them. It'll be good. It'll be very good. Like I said, I got the Nets winning this game. I think they split here. I think they split there, and then when they go to Brooklyn, I think the Nets will go down 3-2. I think the Celtics will win the next game at home, and then I think Brooklyn's gonna win that game at home, and then I think it's going to go. It might even go to overtime in Game 7 because Kevin Durant is not gonna lose in Game 7 like he did last year. That was. I don't think he's gonna let that happen. And then 76ers versus Toronto Raptors. Like you guys know, Matisse Thybulle is not playing. I don't know if Scotty Barnes is playing. I don't know if Trent's playing. I don't know if Thaddeus Young's playing. But those are the only 2. There's only 4 big players that aren't playing, and 3 of them are on the Raptors. Sadly, I thought this was going to be a decent series, but this might be over in 4 if Scotty Barnes, Gary Trent, and Thaddeus Young don't play again because Joel Embiid's just too dominant. And then we got the final game of the night. We got Chicago Bulls versus the Milwaukee Bucks. Now, like I said, I think the Bulls can win a game or 2, and yesterday hurt. Yesterday really hurt with that. Or not yesterday, Sunday really hurt with that loss. That was our chance of winning. Chris Middleton and Giannis did not play very good. And neither did DeMar DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucevic. We combined for like 23%. All 3 of them combined for 23%. But Kobe White in that third quarter, he really came and he started hitting some shots. We were playing really good with Giannis off the court. I don't think Giannis is going to be in foul trouble again like he was last time, or Game 1. But it's tough. I think we could take a game or 2. But man, it's going to be tough beating this Milwaukee Bucks team because Drew Holiday's a great elite defender and can score. Chris Middleton's an elite scorer and a great defender. Giannis is an elite everything. He can even shoot now, so it's going to be tough to defend him. But I liked what Patrick Williams. I liked what Patrick Williams said. He said he's ready to take on that challenge of guarding Giannis. I love that from the second-year player. Didn't play a lot this year, but he came back and he was played aggressive. When the last game of the season against the Timberwolves, he was very aggressive. That's the Patrick Williams I want. I want him to be aggressive on the defensive side of the basketball, and I want him to also be aggressive on the offensive side of the basketball. And I also want Ayo Dosunmu. I still don't even know how to say it. I can't say his name. I really want him to come out and be the player that he's been all year. So, and we need Kobe White to hit some shots. We need Caruso to hit some shots still. I'm waiting for that tweet to say surprisingly Lonzo Ball's playing. That'll get me so hyped. Even though I think we're still gonna lose, even if we had Lonzo, I got a little bit of confidence with this team now from Game 1. And yeah, I mean, it's gonna be tough for any lower seed to really win. The only lower seed I have winning is the Brooklyn Nets, and that's just because they were flooded with injuries. They were 39 and 18, I think they were. No. What was their record at the beginning of the year? Because I know they went on an 11-game losing streak. I'm going to try to find. The Nets were 23 and 12. 24 and 12. I'm gonna just scroll through and see. 20. Okay, so they lost. I remember that game. I think that was the first game Kyrie played. No, it wasn't. It couldn't have been because they were home. Trying to find when they started losing. Were they 30? (27-16), 28-16. they were 30-something and like 20, and then they went on an 11-game losing streak, and they had to battle their way back into the play-in. I'm happy they're in the play-in. I'm happy they're in the playoffs now. But Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant, Ben Simmons, Drummond, Seth Curry, LaMarcus Aldridge, Blake Griffin. I want all of them to get minutes. I want Griffin to get some minutes. I want LaMarcus Aldridge to play minutes. I know Blake Griffin didn't play really good. I know I'm back on the Boston Celtics and Brooklyn Nets. But I really want Blake Griffin to get some minutes because last year when they played Milwaukee, Blake Griffin played really good defense on Giannis. He was diving for the ball, hustling, grabbing rebounds, hitting shots. So I really want Blake Griffin to get some play. LaMarcus Aldridge, just that he's not the fastest, he's not the best defender, he's not the best rebounder. But now there's Al Horford. Al Horford can shoot, and he can play a little bit of defense, but that's about it. If LaMarcus Aldridge gets that ball in that post and he starts hitting some shots, it could be a problem for the Boston Celtics, man. Really can be a problem. And you can say the same thing about the Boston Celtics. Derek White comes off the bench, he can be great. Marcus Smart hits a couple shots. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum. Al Horford, if he hits some shots. Peyton Pritchard. I'm not sure if Aaron Naismith is even playing a lot, but if any of those guys start hitting shots, it can be trouble for the Brooklyn Nets as well. I'm going to go back to the Philadelphia 76ers and Toronto Raptors game one last time, and then I'm going to end this video, and I got to record my awards. I think I'm going to do awards, and I'm going to do all NBAs. So, Toronto Raptors and the Philadelphia 76ers, like I talked about, with those injuries with Scotty Barnes, Thaddeus Young, Gary Trent Jr., with all them being injured, those are all great defenders. Scotty Barnes has been an elite defender all year, been the rookie of one of the top rookies. You guys will see my rookie of the year in next video. Scotty Barnes is my top 3. Gary Trent's a great defender. Thaddeus Young I loved Thaddeus Young last year. I was upset that we had to trade him, but in order to get MVP caliber player and DeMar DeRozan, greatest Chicago Bull of all time, it was worth it. So it was tough because I would have liked to see Thaddeus Young still on the team. Honestly, it would have been nice, but Toronto Raptors just need some size. They need to get another player that can play the Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka role. The players that can guard Joel Embiid and at least slow him down a little bit. You're not going to stop Joel Embiid. All you want to do is contain him. And then James Harden, he lost a step, but he still got that skill to be able to dribble, dribble across, get a nice screen, hit a step back 3 every once in a while, get to the paint, throw a lob, pass it to Embiid, pass it to Thibault because he can hit shots. He's not a sharpshooter, but he can knock down some shots. You got Tobias Harris, who's been playing great this series so far. Not all-star or the level that his contract says, but he's been playing good. And then I got Furkan Korkmaz, which he needs to hit some shots. Because all year he was not hitting no shots. And then Georges Niang been playing great. Tyrese Maxey has been amazing. I'm surprised him, Jordan Poole. Let me think. Tyrese Maxey and Jordan Poole are really the only two that I'm surprised that didn't make the finalists for most improved. I get John Morant being there, but that's disrespectful because he should be. He at the beginning of the year, people were saying most improved. People were saying people at the beginning of the year were saying most improved, blah, blah, blah. Then he got into a little bit in the MVP conversation, and just to fall back and just give him the most improved, I get it. It goes towards your legacy, it goes towards your accolades and everything. But for a player at John Morant's caliber, there's no reason he should be in the most improved candidacy. That's why he's not there for me. Strictly because I think he's too good at this point to really be in the MVP or to be in the most improved. He needs to be in the MVP conversation. I know he's not going to win it this year. He wasn't going to. He just should be in the conversation. But yeah, that's going to be the end of this video. If it's a little too loud, let me know so I can adjust the volume. And yeah, please like, comment, subscribe. Peace. Oh, that didn't work. Y'all just saw a fail.